Men over 60, if your energy is dipping and performance isn't what it used to be, these 3 fruits can help you bounce back naturally. They fuel vitality from the inside out. Stay until the very end, because the last one is the real powerhouse most men are missing. Aging redefined. Let's have a frank conversation, man to man. For far too long, the narrative spun around getting older, especially for men, has been one of quiet, reluctant surrender. It's a story we've been told and sold, a story of inevitable, graceful decline. The energy we once had in spades begins to fade. The mind, once a steel trap, gets a little foggier. The physical tasks that used to be effortless now feel like monumental undertakings. We start to nod along, accepting this diminished state as the new, unchangeable normal. We make self-deprecating jokes about senior moments. We resign ourselves to needing that afternoon nap just to make it to dinner. And we quietly watch the vitality we once took for granted begin to slip, grain by grain, through our fingers. But I'm here today to stand with you and challenge that entire narrative. I want to tear up that old, worn-out script and offer you a different perspective, a far more empowering one. What if aging isn't a passive process of losing ground year after year? What if it's an active process of mastering a new, more sophisticated phase of your life? What if this chapter isn't about desperately managing decline, but about intentionally cultivating wisdom and strength in a smarter, more strategic way? What if the goal isn't to feel like you're 25 again, but to feel more capable, clear, and resilient at 65 than you ever thought possible? The undeniable truth is, your body at 60 and beyond is not the same as it was at 25. And that is not a weakness, it is a reality. It has become a different kind of machine, a more refined one that requires a different kind of fuel, a different schedule of maintenance. Trying to run this sophisticated engine on the same cheap, high-sugar fuel you might have used in your youth is precisely like putting low-octane, regular gasoline in a high-performance racing vehicle. It'll run for a little while, sure, but it will sputter, it will stall, and eventually the engine will break down completely, leaving you stranded on the side of the road. The persistent aches, the bone-deep fatigue, the frustrating mental fog, so many of these things we've been conditioned to chalk up to just getting old, are actually symptoms of a fundamental mismatch. It's a mismatch between what your body now requires and what you are actually giving it. These symptoms are not the disease, they are signals. They are the check engine light on your dashboard, flashing urgently to tell you that it's time for a significant upgrade in your approach. This isn't about declaring a futile war against the passage of time. That's a battle no one in history has ever won. It's about becoming a better, more attentive mechanic for the specific body you inhabit today. This requires a fundamental shift in your entire mindset. It means moving from a place of victimhood, where age is something that relentlessly happens to you, to a place of profound agency, where your health is something you actively and intentionally create, day by day, choice by choice. It's about fully understanding that while we can't stop the clock, we absolutely can learn how to wind it better. We can provide our bodies with the precise tools and raw materials they need to not just function, but to truly thrive. It's about recognizing the immense cumulative power of small, consistent choices. This power is far greater and more sustainable than any single grand, desperate gesture. This isn't about adopting a punishing diet that makes you miserable or a brutal exercise regimen that leaves you sore and defeated for a week. It's about intelligent, strategic additions. It's about adding things to your life that build you up, fortify your systems, and provide clean energy, not things that restrict, deplete, and demoralize you. And that is precisely our focus today. We're not taking anything away. We are adding power. We are adding 3 specific, nutrient-dense foods that work synergistically to target the key areas where men over 60 feel that decline most acutely: in our minds, in our hormonal balance, and in our physical performance. So let's take that old tired script of surrender and throw it in the trash where it belongs. Today, we start writing a new one. A script where you are the protagonist of your own story, the one firmly in the driver's seat. A script where 60 isn't the beginning of the end, but the beginning of a new kind of strength. A wiser, more resilient, and deeply intentional strength. This journey begins not with a magic pill or an expensive gadget, but with a simple trip to the grocery store and the conscious decision to fuel your body for the vibrant life you still want to live. It's about reclaiming the energy and vitality that is rightfully yours, not by foolishly wishing for the past, but by intelligently building a better present. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about mastering maturity. That is the new definition of aging. It's a project, and like any good project, it starts with getting the right materials. The three we're about to discuss are the best building blocks you can possibly find. They are simple, they are accessible, and they are incredibly potent. Forget what you've been told. Your best chapter can still be ahead of you, and it all starts with understanding how to fuel it properly. Let's get into the specifics of the first most powerful tool for your brain. Cognitive fuel. Let's talk about the brain. It is our command center. It is the seat of our consciousness, the vault of our most precious memories, the source of our wit, and the engine of our ability to solve problems. It is, in essence, who we are. And one of the most pervasive and understandable fears as we get older is the fear of losing that sharpness. It's the deep frustration of walking into a room and standing there, completely blank, forgetting why you entered. It's the silent embarrassment of struggling to recall a familiar name or a specific word that you know is right on the tip of your tongue. It's the quiet, gnawing anxiety that these small accumulating slips might be the canary in the coal mine, a sign of something more serious to come. We've been led to believe that this cognitive slowing is just a non-negotiable part of the aging contract, but a vast and growing body of modern science is showing us that this is far from the truth. The brain possesses a remarkable quality known as neuroplasticity, its ability to adapt and rewire itself throughout our lives. We have a remarkable degree of influence over our long-term brain health, and one of the most powerful allies we have in this fight is a small, humble, and absolutely delicious fruit, the blueberry. Calling blueberries brain food isn't just a catchy marketing phrase, it is a scientifically validated reality. These little blue orbs are one of the most potent cognitive enhancers you can find in nature. So what's the specific magic at work here? It primarily comes down to a class of powerful plant compounds called flavonoids, and within that class, a specific type known as anthocyanins. These are the natural pigments that give blueberries their deep, rich, beautiful blue color, but their function goes far beyond aesthetics. Think of your brain for a moment as a bustling, densely populated city with countless electrical signals and chemical messages firing across synapses every single second of every day. Over time, this constant high-energy activity, combined with environmental toxins and the natural process of metabolism, creates a damaging byproduct called oxidative stress. You can picture oxidative stress as a form of biological rust. It's a slow, corrosive force that damages brain cells, neurons, impairs their ability to communicate effectively with each other, and promotes chronic low-grade inflammation. This insidious rusting process is now understood to be a key driver of age-related cognitive decline. The anthocyanins in blueberries are like a world-class elite anti-rust team. They are incredibly potent antioxidants that possess the rare ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, which is a highly selective protective filter designed to keep harmful substances out of the brain. Once they get inside, they go to work, diligently neutralizing these damaging free radicals and calming the fires of inflammation. But their incredible benefit doesn't stop there. Exciting research, such as the long-term studies coming out of the Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging, has revealed that these compounds do something even more remarkable. They actively improve the quality of communication between your existing brain cells. They enhance something called neuronal signaling. Imagine the connections between your brain cells, your synapses, are like a massive network of telephone wires. Oxidative stress makes these wires frayed and crackly, leading to slow, garbled, and inefficient messages. This is the biological reality behind that brain fog feeling. The compounds in blueberries help to repair these wires and, astonishingly, even encourage the growth of new connections, a process known as neurogenesis. This means the signals traveling through your brain become clearer, faster, and more efficient. This translates directly into tangible, real-world benefits you can feel. A better ability to focus on a complex task like reading a book or doing your finances. An easier time learning new information or a new skill, and a more resilient and reliable memory. It's the difference between a mind that feels like it's constantly wading through mud and one that feels clear, responsive, and agile. Making this powerful tool a part of your life couldn't be simpler. We're talking about a single cup of blueberries a day, or even just several times a week, to see measurable benefits. You can throw them into a morning smoothie, sprinkle them on a bowl of oatmeal or Greek yogurt, or just enjoy them by the handful as a refreshing and satisfying snack. A crucial point is that frozen blueberries are just as nutritionally potent as fresh ones and often much more affordable and convenient. So there really is no excuse. This isn't about some complicated, restrictive, and unpleasant protocol. It's a simple, enjoyable addition. Every handful is a direct deposit into your long-term cognitive bank account. It's a proactive daily step you can take to protect your most valuable asset. When you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, you want to be the man who can engage in a sharp debate, tell a compelling story with all the rich details intact, learn to play that guitar you always wanted to, and offer wise, clear-headed counsel to your loved ones. You don't want to be a passenger in your own life. You want to be the pilot. Fueling your brain with these powerful berries is one of the most effective ways to ensure you stay in the cockpit, fully in command, for all the years to come. This is step one in rebuilding your vitality from the inside out. Vitality engine. Now let's move from the command center in your head down to the engine room of your body. Let's talk about energy. I'm not referring to the jittery, anxious, short-lived buzz you get from a triple espresso or a sugary energy drink. I'm talking about deep, steady, all-day vitality, the kind of energy that allows you to power through a busy day without hitting that dreaded wall at 3 in the afternoon. The kind of genuine stamina that allows you to get down on the floor and play with your grandkids, to work in the yard for a few hours, or to go for a long walk with your partner and still have something left in the tank for the evening. For so many men over 60, this foundational resource is the one that feels the most depleted. The feeling of being low on battery becomes the default state, and the primary culprit is often a lifetime of running on the wrong kind of fuel. Our modern food environment has conditioned us to reach for sugar and simple, refined carbohydrates for a quick pick-me-up. But that's like throwing a piece of paper or a handful of kindling on a fire. You get a bright, brief flare-up, that quick burst of energy, but it's immediately followed by an inevitable and often brutal crash that leaves you feeling more tired, irritable, and foggy than you were before. This vicious cycle of blood sugar spikes and crashes is utterly exhausting for your system and devastating for your long-term hormonal balance. This is where our second must-have food comes in, and it might surprise you because we often think of it as a vegetable. I'm talking about the avocado. The avocado is a true nutritional powerhouse, and its magic lies in its unique composition, specifically its abundance of high-quality monounsaturated fats and fiber. For decades, we were collectively taught to fear fat. The low-fat craze that swept the nation in the 80s and 90s did a tremendous amount of damage to public health, and men's health in particular, by pushing us towards high-sugar, processed foods. We now know that healthy fats are not the enemy. They are, in fact, absolutely essential for sustained energy and, crucially, for the production of our most important hormones. Think of sugar as that fast-burning kindling, but think of the healthy fats in an avocado as a dense, slow-burning oak log. When you consume an avocado, those high-quality fats are metabolized very slowly by your body, providing a steady, reliable, and clean stream of fuel to all of your cells. There is no dramatic spike in blood sugar, and therefore no subsequent soul-crushing crash. It's just clean, efficient, long-lasting energy. This single shift from a carbohydrate-based energy model to a fat-based one can completely transform the way you feel throughout the day, eliminating that miserable roller coaster of energy and fatigue and replacing it with a feeling of grounded stability. But the role of these healthy fats goes even deeper, and this is absolutely critical for men over 60. Your hormones are the sophisticated chemical messengers that regulate virtually everything in your body, from your mood and your metabolism to your muscle mass, your bone density, and your sex drive. And the master hormone for men, of course, is testosterone. After the age of 30, a man's testosterone levels naturally begin a slow and steady decline. By the time a man reaches 60, this decline can become much more noticeable, manifesting as persistent fatigue, reduced muscle mass, stubborn weight gain around the middle, and a lower libido. While some decline is a normal part of aging, a dramatic drop is very often exacerbated by a poor diet that lacks the necessary building blocks for hormone synthesis. And here's the key. Your body simply cannot produce hormones, including testosterone, without cholesterol and specific fatty acids to act as the raw materials. The healthy fats found in abundance in avocados provide the exact premium materials your endocrine system needs to optimize hormone production. By giving your body this fuel, you are supporting its own natural ability to create and maintain a healthier hormonal balance. You're not artificially boosting it with a synthetic substance. You're nourishing the very factory that produces it. Incorporating avocados into your daily routine is both simple and deeply satisfying. Add half an avocado to your breakfast, perhaps sliced alongside your eggs. Mash it on a piece of whole grain toast for lunch. Slice it onto a sandwich or a salad to add richness and staying power. Or mash it with a little lime juice, garlic, and salt for a quick, delicious guacamole to have with some raw vegetables. The creamy texture and rich flavor make it feel like an indulgence. But what you're really doing is loading your body with not just those incredible fats, but also a wealth of other vital nutrients. Avocados are packed with potassium, which is crucial for healthy blood pressure regulation, and they are loaded with fiber, which aids digestion and further helps to stabilize your blood sugar levels. They are a true superfood in every sense of the word. Swapping out a morning bagel or sugary afternoon snack for a portion of an avocado is one of the single most impactful upgrades you can make to your daily diet. You are literally changing the fuel source for your body's engine, from a volatile, inefficient one to a stable, powerful, and hormone-supporting one. This is how you build a foundation of true, unshakable vitality. It's the key to feeling solid, grounded, and energized from morning until night. Performance flow. We've talked about sharpening the command center in your mind and fueling the engine in your core. Now, let's talk about the critical system that connects everything else, your circulatory system, your blood flow. Think of it as the vast, intricate network of highways, roads, and side streets that delivers life-giving oxygen, essential nutrients, and vital hormones to every single one of the trillions of cells in your body, from the neurons in your brain to the muscle fibers in your legs. When you're young, these highways are typically wide, smooth, and clear. Traffic flows effortlessly and efficiently, 24 hours a day. But as we age, and particularly with the cumulative impact of lifestyle factors like a suboptimal diet and a lack of consistent exercise, these highways can become narrow, stiff, and congested. This is a condition known as endothelial dysfunction, where the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, the endothelium, loses its natural flexibility and responsiveness. The consequences of this circulatory breakdown are systemic and far-reaching. It means less oxygen gets to your brain, which directly contributes to that feeling of cognitive fog and slower processing speed. It means your heart has to work much harder to pump blood through these narrowed vessels, which can lead to high blood pressure and a host of other cardiovascular issues. And it means reduced blood flow to your muscles and extremities, which results in decreased physical stamina, slower recovery from exertion, and poor performance in all areas of your life that require physical energy. It's a system-wide traffic jam that degrades the function of every other part of your body. This is where our third and final fruit comes into play, a true undisputed champion of circulation, the pomegranate. For centuries, across multiple cultures, the pomegranate has been revered as a symbol of health, fertility, and longevity, and modern science is now showing us exactly why this ancient wisdom was so accurate. Pomegranates are uniquely packed with a group of extremely powerful antioxidants called punicolagens, as well as naturally occurring nitrates. These compounds work together in synergy to achieve something truly remarkable inside your body. They dramatically boost your natural production of a miracle molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a gas that acts as a potent vasodilator. That's a scientific term for something that relaxes and widens your blood vessels. Imagine those congested, narrow, single-lane highways. Nitric oxide is like a master road crew that comes in, repaves the roads, and adds new lanes, making the entire network wider and allowing all the traffic to flow freely, smoothly, and efficiently once again. By increasing nitric oxide production, pomegranates help to improve the health and flexibility of your blood vessel linings, effectively turning back the clock on your circulatory system. The benefits of this enhanced blood flow are profound and touch every aspect of your well-being. First, let's consider your heart. By relaxing your arteries, you lower the pressure against which your heart has to pump every single beat. This can have a direct, positive, and measurable impact on your blood pressure readings, and it significantly reduces the daily strain on your most vital organ. Second, think about your physical stamina and performance. When you exercise or do any kind of physical work, your muscles scream out for more oxygen and fuel. Improved blood flow means you can deliver that oxygen more effectively, which translates directly into greater endurance, less fatigue during activity, and faster, more complete recovery afterward. This isn't just a benefit for high-level athletes. This is for the man who wants to be able to climb a few flights of stairs without getting winded. This is for the man who wants to play a full round of golf without fading on the back nine, or have the physical capacity to enjoy a long hike in the woods. The benefits also extend to a very important and personal area of men's health. Healthy, reliable erectile function is fundamentally a matter of healthy blood flow. By improving circulation and boosting nitric oxide production, pomegranates directly support this crucial aspect of male vitality, confidence, and overall quality of life. In fact, erectile health is often seen by physicians as a key barometer of a man's overall cardiovascular health. You can get these incredible benefits from drinking a small glass of 100% pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. Just a few ounces a day has been shown to be effective, or by eating the arils, which are the jewel-like seeds themselves. Sprinkling them on a salad, mixing them into yogurt, or just eating them with a spoon adds a fantastic burst of tart flavor and an incredible health boost. The key, as with all of these strategies, is consistency. This isn't a one-time fix. It's about providing your body with a steady daily supply of these circulation-enhancing compounds. By doing so, you are actively maintaining and upgrading the vital delivery system that your entire body depends on. You are ensuring that the cognitive fuel from the blueberries gets to your brain efficiently. You are ensuring that the hormonal building blocks from the avocado get delivered to your endocrine glands. You are creating a state of performance flow where every part of your system is well nourished, well supported, and working in perfect harmony. This is the missing link for so many men. They might be eating well, but if their internal delivery system is compromised, the benefits can't get where they need to go. Pomegranates fix the highways, ensuring the precious cargo always gets delivered on time. The architect's mindset. So we have our three tools: blueberries for the mind, avocado for the hormonal engine, and pomegranate for the circulatory flow. But as I promised at the beginning, these are just ingredients. The recipe, the thing that puts it all together and creates something truly special, is a final shift in mindset. Without this shift, you're just a guy eating fruit. With it, you become the architect of your own vitality. I call it the architect's mindset, and it has three core principles. First, you must think in terms of synergy, not isolation. These foods don't work as three separate hacks. They work as a cohesive, intelligent system. The enhanced clarity from the blueberries helps you make better choices throughout your day. The stable, long-lasting energy from the avocado provides you with the physical power to act on those choices. And the improved blood flow from the pomegranate ensures that the benefits of everything you do, every nutrient, every bit of oxygen, are delivered efficiently to every cell in your body. It's a virtuous cycle where each element strengthens the others. 1 plus 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 3 here, it equals 10. Second, embrace the principle of addition over subtraction. So much of health advice is rooted in a psychology of restriction and deprivation. Don't eat this, cut out that. It feels like a punishment. The architect's mindset flips this entirely. We are not focusing on what to take away, we are focusing on what powerful, life-giving things we can strategically add to our lives. This is a positive, empowering, and far more sustainable approach. You are not depriving yourself, you are enriching yourself. You are building yourself up, one delicious, nutrient-dense choice at a time. This simple psychological switch from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance is a profound game changer. Finally, and most importantly, commit to consistency over intensity. Our culture celebrates grand heroic efforts, the punishing New Year's resolution, the extreme 30-day diet. But that is not where lasting change is found. True, sustainable health is built brick by brick, day by day. It's the small handful of blueberries in your daily oatmeal. It's choosing the avocado over the bagel most days. It's the small glass of juice that becomes a non-negotiable part of your morning routine. These are the small, unsexy, consistent deposits into your health account that compound over time, yielding incredible returns in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. This is the ultimate mindset shift, moving from being a passive consumer of healthcare to becoming the active architect of your own well-being. Doctors, supplements, and even these powerful foods are merely your tools and your consultants. But you are the one who draws the blueprint. You are the one who shows up to the job site every day and does the work. You are in charge. This is how you build your second prime, not by wishing for the past, but by taking control of the present. Start today. Add these simple tools to your toolkit, adopt the architect's mindset, and begin building the health, energy, and clarity you deserve for all the years to come.